Hi YouTube, I'm Lenny. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about being yourself. Now, if you're someone who is already confident and comfortable in your own skin, you make no apologies for who you are, then this video may not be for you. But if you are the exact opposite of what I just described, and you would like to let your authentic self shine through, you'd like to be more of yourself, then stay right where you are, because I might have a few tips for you. So let's get right into it. Being yourself. I think being yourself is such a beautiful and attractive thing. When you're yourself, you're free from the reservations and the inhibitions of others. You're just being genuine, you're being unique. You're being who you were born to be, an original, not a copy. When you behave like someone else, it's almost as if you become a masquerader because you now have to put on the persona of the mask that you're wearing. And I don't know about you, but that seems like way too much work. So, in order to help you be more of yourself, I have come up with 4 easy and absolutely doable tips. Now, these are the type of tips that you can do immediately after this video is finished. So grab your pen, grab your paper, grab some juice, and come right back and let's get ready to take some notes on my 4 tips. Tip number 1. Now, tip number 1 is self-acceptance. Say it with me, self-acceptance. Now, I want you to acknowledge and accept the fact that you are an individual. You are rare. You're one of a kind. There is no one on earth who is exactly like you. I mean, even twins have differences in character, personality, and abilities. Your walk, your talk, your smile, these are all unique traits to just you. So I want you to understand the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're an original, so start representing your original self. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is self-appreciation. Now, this particular tip may seem to be a bit of a challenge for some people, but under this tip, I want you to learn to love, appreciate, treat, and take care of yourself. Now, one of the ways you can do this is by allowing yourself to be pampered. Go for a massage, people. Get your hair done, ladies. Eat healthy food. Go for a walk. Whatever it is that you have always wanted to do, whatever it is that you consider a treat to yourself, once it is within your means to do it, once you're not harming anybody in the process, and once it's a benefit to you, then go ahead and absolutely do it. Also, underneath this tip, I want you to acknowledge the fact that you are not going to be able to please everybody all the time. And guess what? That's okay. In fact, that's more than okay. It's okay to have a different concept, a different view, a different opinion on things, and it's okay to stand up for yourself and say no sometimes. Underneath this tip as well is learning to define your own version of style and beauty. Yes. With self-appreciation comes just that, defining your own version of style and beauty. Now, I don't want you to wait for a beauty magazine or a TV show or some random celebrity to come and define what your version of style or beauty should be. You have to remember that style and beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes, including yours. So do you. Represent your gorgeous, attractive, beautiful, and stylish self. Yes. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is say self-affirmations. Now, there may come some days or a time in your life when you just don't feel like the bomb.com. In fact, you feel like crap. You're not in love with yourself on those days. You don't want to talk to anybody. You just don't feel like the business. On those days, I want you to look yourself square in the mirror and say some positive things about yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am gorgeous. I am successful. I am intelligent. I can and I will make it. I want you to write down these affirmations and recite them often. I want you to write them down, start believing them, and then start doing them. In due season, what you'll find is that you're actually living and being your affirmations. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So start thinking and doing and believing some positive things about yourself. Tip number 4, and this is my final tip. My final tip is that I want you to surround yourself with the right type of friends and family. Now, in your journey to becoming more of yourself, you have to ensure that you are surrounded by a group of people who love and appreciate you for you. A group of people who allow you to be you. A group of people who support you. A group of people who have your back. People who encourage you, who motivate you, who inspire you to be and do your best. You're looking for the type of people who will pick you up when you fall down. You don't need to be around a group of people who are going to laugh at you when you're down and snicker at you or talk about you behind your back. You need people who are going to be extremely supportive when you need them to be. You need to be surrounded by the right type of friends and family. Now, if as I'm saying all of this, you're thinking about your group of family or your group of friends, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have anybody like what you just described, then you're going to have to reevaluate your circle. And that's okay. It's okay to reevaluate your circle and to weed out some of the people who are not positive to your life, who are not good for your well-being. It is okay to give some people somewhat of an arm's length while you get yourself together and while you grow. All right? You have to remember that there are seasonal friends and then there are lifetime friends. And it's important that you don't mix up the two. Seasonal friends are only there for a season or a period of your life. Lifetime friends, these are your ride or die friends. They're going to be there regardless. You can call them at 3 a.m. in the morning and they're going to pick up the phone and be like, what you need? I got you. All right. Now, it's important that you don't mix up the seasonal friends with the lifetime friends, because what you might find is that in mixing them up, you'll be running after seasonal friends, thinking that they're your actual friends when they really don't give a crap about you. So look around your circle and reevaluate. And if the people around you are positive for you, if they're pushing you to do your best, if they've got your back, if they are a support system for you, then you keep that. If they're the exact opposite of that, then honey, you need to start weeding out some people and some things. All right? So let's recap. In learning to be yourself, I came up with 4 things, and tip number 1 was self-acceptance. Accept the fact that you are an original, you're not a copy, you're wonderfully and fearfully made, you're an individual. Tip number 2, learn to appreciate yourself, self-appreciation. Treat yourself. Tip number 3, say self-affirmations. Say some positive things about yourself. And don't just say them, but say them, believe them, and do them. In due season, you'll actually start living these things. Tip number 4, which was the final tip, ensure that you are surrounded by a good support system, a good group of friends and family. So I think this is where I'm going to stop my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that the video would have helped you in one way or another. If you know of somebody who could use this type of motivation, feel free to pass the video along. So go ahead and just share it. And in the comments section down below, tell me which tip was your favorite tip, or which tip you think applied to you the most, or which tip you think you're going to have to work on more with yourself. Is it tip 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let me know in the comments down below. So I'm going to see you in my next video. But until then, remember to be you, stay true, and let your authentic self shine. Bye.